Hi everybody! I frequently hear people say positive reinforcement didn't work or positive reinforcement didn't work in this situation, and that's kind of the same as saying gravity doesn't work. And the reason being is that the term positive reinforcement simply means that something was added that increased the animal's behavior. So if your desired behavior didn't increase in your animal, it means that you didn't actually use positive reinforcement. And so I'm going to explain this in this video because it's extremely important to understand that it is the animal's brain that decides what is reinforcing and not the trainer. And a lot of people have the misconception that just because you're using treats or toys or access to the environment that you're using positive reinforcement, but this is simply not true. Reinforcers and punishers are subjective and they change depending on the situation. The way that you can condition reinforcers mirrors the way that you can condition punishers, and you can turn a reinforcer into a punisher or a punisher into a reinforcer. An example of this being that you might love strawberries and you might love your partner feeding you a strawberry into your mouth in your own home. But if you're walking down a dark alley and some weird person jumps out of the shadows and then tries to feed you a strawberry, most likely that's going to be a punisher, and you'll probably never walk down that dark alley again. Now, this happens frequently in dog training where the trainer is assuming what they're doing or what they're using is a reinforcer, but in the animal's mind, it's either neutral or it could possibly even be punishing. So I'm going to give you some examples why this happens. The first example is that the dog is too aroused for the reinforcers to be effective. Perhaps the dog is anxious, scared, or overexcited about something in the environment, and even though the dog is taking treats, it could be that it's like the dog is watching an action movie eating popcorn. Sometimes when you're watching TV and you're eating popcorn, you forget that you're eating and you might eat the whole bowl of popcorn without even noticing it. So I believe this can happen with dogs in training. They're so excited that the treats that you're using aren't actually acting as reinforcers because the dog is just too excited, scared, or anxious. The solution to this is breaking your training up into small, achievable steps where the dog isn't overexcited, fearful, or anxious during the training process. Other reasons that reinforcers might lose their effectiveness is if the dog is feeling sick, or the dog is in pain, or if the dog is full. Now, frequently I see people, they're very excited about using positive reinforcement, so they're giving their puppy treat after treat after treat in the environment, and what I see is a puppy that's saying, please stop feeding me food, I am full, I am done with the treats, all I want to do is get away from you and explore the environment or see that dog over there. So sometimes when you use too many treats, you can actually shoot yourself in the foot and teach your dog to not enjoy eating treats when out and about. So you want to be really careful with that. Another reason that reinforcers can lose their effectiveness is if punishment is added into the same training scenarios, either intentionally or unintentionally. I hope you found this video helpful for your training. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to channel Kikopup. See you later, guys.